Alhaji Atiku reiterated that modern methods of livestock rearing would be introduced to make the economy more viable. He said, "I am a manufacturer of livestock feeds, from cattle to poultry. I have more than 100 heads of cattle. They have never gone out of one location."
1,000 heads.
Excellent as the above statement sounded, Alhaji Atiku suddenly veered off from his focus and launched an unwarranted attack on the person and office of the governor of Benue State, His Excellency Samuel Ortom. He said, and we quote, "I had a big quarrel with Governor Samuel Ortom of Benue State on his accusation of Fulani people. I said, I am Fulani. Why should you categorize all Fulanis? We have to improve ways and manners we look at our livestock. I am angry with Ortom for profiling Fulanis as bandits and terrorists," quote and unquote. The position of Minda leaders of thought. The Minda leaders of thought have taken exception to the public exhortation and profiling of Governor Samuel Ortom, who has been globally recognized as a model in the fight against the annihilation of Nigerians by marauding pastoralists Fulanis, not only in Benue State, but across Nigeria. Why did Atiku fail his emotional balance by contextually dovetailing a general situation which has more public appeal into subjective personalism with Governor Samuel Ortom as a target? The Minda leaders of thought find such baseless outbursts and accusation unfounded, reprehensible, and condemnable, especially coming from a political figure laying claim to pan-Nigerianism, a nation with trappings of ethnic fragility. In case Alhaji Atiku is oblivious of or has simply feigned ignorance about the viciousness of the marauding Fulani against the people of Benue State, he should be reminded that on many occasions, the Fulani socio-cultural organization, Mieti Allah Kauta Hore, and their allies have brazenly owned up to the killings in Benue State. As this dirge is being written, this 5th day of October 2022, bodies are being buried in the Ukum local government area of Benue State, where bandits and terrorists, which had their trappings of Fulanis, have murdered in cold blood more than 36 people in Beji. More bodies are still being recovered. It is unfortunate that while well-meaning political figures of Fulani extraction who are in other political camps, such as the governor of Katsina State, Alhaji Aminu Masari, who has averred that, I quote, "Majority of those involved in this banditry are marauding Fulanis, whether it is palatable or not, because this is the truth." One would have expected this statement of fact to come from Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, who rather unbelievably is fond of offering derogatory condolences over the massacre of Benue people. In one of such lame condolences, he said thus, and I quote again, "Let me offer my condolences to the people or families who may have lost loved ones." This statement further expresses Alhaji Atiku's disbelief in the pogrom that has consistently taken place in Benue State, occasioned by marauding Fulani pastoralists and provoked invasions of Benue farming communities. However, in our thinking, we saw 2023 offering hope and reprieve because the ruling party is on the cliff of leaving the stage for the PDP. As a state that suffers more Fulani attacks, we are leaving no stone unturned to ensure Benwe's votes go only to the PDP. Unexpectedly, however, there has been an obvious disappointment and antagonism harbored against the symbol of Benue State, His Excellency, Dr. Samuel Ortom, who is our torchbearer to national politics, including the 2023 general election. What therefore is Benue's hope if eventually the PDP clinches power at the center with the presidential candidate of the PDP harboring such deep-seated animosity against our governor, Samuel Ortom, our leader?
I shouldn't be the one responding to this because I was the one that, unfortunately, our presidential candidate profiled. And it will appear to me that he is working with Meatiala because that is the same language that Meatiala were saying about me. I have never profiled any Fulani man. I have always qualified anytime I call Fulanis. These are Fulanis from Niger, from Mali, from Senegal, from Mauritania, from Libya, from Chad, who have come together and said they will take over our country to become their own. And that is why they have displaced our people. And who on earth will say I should not say that? I am the governor of Benue State. More than 2 million people are IDPs. And why should I not talk about those who are my enemies and are killing my people? I remain committed. And whatever I have done, whether the law, whatever we're doing in the state, is fully with the support of Benue people. I have their consent, I have the backing of House of Assembly, I have the backing of National Assembly, who are from Benue State, and nobody has the right to profile me and make me look bad before the Fulanis. I have no problem. I have Fulanis in my government, and I have never sent any Fulani man away from Benue State. All that I say is that we have a law in place. Let everybody be law-abiding and respected. When this thing came up, on my own, these are things that I attempted to avoid. I had sent a chat message to the presidential candidate, our presidential candidate, telling him that he was unfair to me when he made those remarks in Kaduna. And I told him I needed an unreserved apology from him. And the following morning, he chatted back and accepted that what was said was not accurate. But all the same, he sincerely apologized to me. But when I started seeing this agitation coming from back home and other parts of the country, I also charged him that please get your media aid to refute this, to send this apology to the media so that people will understand what it is. These are things that I was trying to avoid. And unfortunately, nothing has been done. And that is why you see, I read several comments from social media condemning him and saying all kinds of things. And I think what he said about us in Beji was not correct. You can imagine the sympathy message from Mr. President through Shehu Garba. And of course, he said it right because we have disagreed severally on several political issues and national issues that arose. We disagreed, but when the president, Muhammadu Buhari, noticed that there was this killing, he sent a sympathy message and simply said that, look, those people should be apprehended. It wasn't going to say that they should allow people, integrate people so that there will be no more killing. I mean, that was not good enough. And it was not correct for a presidential candidate who is seeking to rule the people to say that kind of a thing. It was very wrong. And it will appear that he doesn't even reference me and consider me to be a governor of my state. I'm not in his campaign team. Nothing there, I'm aware. The people they appointed here, no consent from me, and so on. So, me, I remain my own, but I'm waiting. When the election comes, we shall vote the election according to the election.